Sorry about this. Alright, so I'm gonna put you guys back on the charger. I don't know what my phone is at, but I had an accident or an incident downstairs. While we wait for some more people, I'll explain. But let me set this up real quick. Sorry about that. Um, but yeah, and I see that the E unit lost power, so we're gonna pull out the sighting. Alright, so we're back. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I wish I could see live chat. I wish I could see who joined. Um, I'm on the YouTube one now. I just StreamYard wasn't really working too well. But yeah, I heard a big bang in the basement, and I'm home alone right now, so it's not like my mom or sister could do anything about it. Uh, but I can put it on the track, Sean. Here, why don't we do this? Sean says to run the daylight. I will do that. We'll put it on front of the F units. But I heard a big bang in the basement. I go downstairs, and a bunch of the boxes I had on the shelf, I put uh the breast cancer car on fell. I don't know what happened. Luckily nothing was hurt, but I had that in the stream because I was gonna just leave it. I guess it's pizza night for George. Yeah. Well, after the stream, I'm having some friends over. We're gonna hang out. But my mom and sister my sister's running track right now, and she's having a really good season. So my mom is there to support her, like every mom would. But yeah, Crayman Dan, how's it going? Let's see. Part two, yippee beta. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I had some complications in the basement, some train box. I heard a bang in the basement from up here. Surprisingly, heard a bang in the basement, and I got downstairs and a bunch of boxes are on the floor. And I was like, oh no. So I had to come up here because I didn't want to leave the stream for too long. So I had to end the stream. And I'm coming back, and here I am. But yeah, so that's what happened. We don't really have too much of an audience tonight, so it's not really that big of a deal. But for those of you who came, thank you for coming. Make sure you hit that like button. And it's a more personal stream tonight, per se. We're running the N scale stuff, so let's see who we got going on live chats. We got Sean says he ran the daylight. All right, next time the F units come around, I will put the daylight on. And then Iron Fox, Sean, Sparky, Boxcar Jerry. Let's give you all one big toot of the whistle. I gotta find. I always lose the wooden whistle I had. Where in the world did it go? I literally had it in my hand. Now it's gone. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hey George, sorry that I'm late. It's all right. Apple and orange lime, or apple and oranges. Barn full of train. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I gotta stop the F units. Oh shoot, that is. All right. Now that they're stopped, um, need some DCC, George. I do. Unfortunately, right now, basically my N scale budget consists of what I want to spend on it, and as you guys know, I like O scale, and O scale is expensive, so I'd rather spend what? So to get started in N or DCC, probably costs about $400, right? Just to get an engine, and maybe even, we'll say what, $350 to get an engine in a DCC system. Well, from there, first of all, I don't have $350. I mean, I don't. I work a minimum wage job, and I have other things that to pay for. And if they're $350 is probably about the price of a set of Vision Line PFE reefers. If I see a set of Vision Line PFE reefers, I'm gonna go for that. You know what I mean? And that honestly, it's just not something that I'm interested in right now. I would like to get it in the future, but right now it's not. Those trains are so small. I know, coming from you, Sparky. But let's see. Wally Warriors just got off the Mississippi River headwaters. That's really cool, pops. How'd it go? I saw you guys were on the boat like all day. Um, I was bragging about your world record earlier. Bilko was really coming clutch on the stream. But you guys seem to be more chatty today. All right, we got I don't blame you. I am broke too. Yeah, exactly. So, just oh, dude, sorry. It's so hard. I can't read the. I should go grab my computer, but Pop can fund you some money now. Pop, okay. I think my dad likes the N scale stuff, but I think he would be the same way. Spending $350, I think he'd rather buy what a passenger set. Yeah. So, and honestly, right now, I would like to get DCC, but that's not something I really, that's kind of on the back burners, the way back burners, you know. Still trying to finish my PFE train. Hey, GFW trains. Hey, how's it going, Dave? I'm Mackenzie. All right, so let's put this 39.85. I was running the daylight earlier. It was running pretty well. I didn't have it with the out cap. Uh, man, this is so hard to put on. It's one thing about DCC, or not DCC, and scales. It's like impossible to put on, especially these big steam engines. All right, where's this trailer? All right. DCC is cheap, 150 for a starter set. Local, it's the local cost. Yeah, exactly. 150 bucks. Where are you talking about like NEC start uh NEC all right, wait, let's just put this on. Yeah, we had 800. Yeah, well, I was talking about that earlier, Pops. We did have a lot of people on or join or over 800 people came, which is really, really cool. All right, here we go. There we go. We got it on. But yeah, Jitsu Train Fair was a success. Thank you everybody who came or who donated too to my project. NEC is the only way to go. LOL. Yeah, that's what everybody does. I kind of looked into it. The other one was Digitrax. I've thought about uh, that a little bit. They're about the same. But Digitrax, the Zephyr, I think it is, seems to be like more of a still kind of a stay in place kind of thing. But yeah, so the GF3 Train Fair was a success. Thank you everybody who came out. I guess I'll talk about it again, since it's a new stream. But it was a success. We had over 800 people attend. We got a lot of the necessary funds needed to complete my project. So thank you everybody who donated. Um, and so yeah, my project is I'm doing an Eagle Scout project, and my project's going to be for the Prairie State Railroad Club. And I'm building a pavilion cell train station for them. That's gonna go over some tracks. It's gonna be pretty cool. Um, yeah, so it was really really cool that everybody showed up. It was a very great community event. I originally said we were having 4 layouts or 3 layouts. Then it went to 4 layouts. Uh, then it went to 5 layouts. So we had 6 layouts at the show. 6 layouts. So we had the Train Collectors Association, which was there. Huge thanks to everybody who helped with that. Then we had the Valley Mile Railroad Club, which was amazing. Thank you, Mr. Jim Petches, who graciously took his weekend and came out to GFW Train Fair. He came over to our house and he got to run the O scale stuff. So my dad said he had a lot of fun with that. Um, let's see what else. What else we got? Oh yeah, the Denny's Trains and Things. Him and a friend Jim Myris came out and set up a really really cool layout there. We had a friend, Mr. Mr. Skip Stig was on earlier, but um he brought a layout with his grandsons Liam, Noah, and Owen, and they're my buds. I love those guys. And they were running their trains all the time. But yeah, it was pretty great. Let's see what else. We got the friend or a guy from the Prairie State Railroad Club, a friend of mine named Trevor. He brought out a really cool N scale layout. It wasn't really too long, or it wasn't really too big. It's probably about what, like bigger than that. It's about my arm span. I don't know what it is. Like cut 6 feet, 1 by 6. It was really cool. It was a point to point. and he had these little like British engines, which were really cool. And then we had the president of the TCA. He brought out a layout. He did a floor layout. It was really neat. And yeah, everybody had a great time. So yeah. Um, let's see. I'm trying to get the chats, live chats. But yeah, so Sparky says the YouTube meet and greet. People think we'll have about think we'll have about 100 people. See, blew me away. Hopefully it's a success. Oh shoot, what in the world? Should have gone back to StreamYard. That was a lot easier. My bad. Um, but yeah, it was amazing. And thank you everybody who attended. But yeah, so it was really, really cool. Everybody talks. Having a great time is the key to future events. That's right. Everybody had a great time, and everybody kept asking if we're going to do it again next year. So it might be something that we do just for a. I don't know if we'll do it again, but if we do it again, I don't know what the fundraiser will be for, or if it will just be a train show. Uh, that's kind of I don't know. That's kind of a long way out, or when we'll do it too. But yeah. So it was great. I had a fun time. It was really really cool. A lot. Thank you everybody who volunteered or who donated money. Really, it means a lot to me. But yeah. So why don't we get this daylight going? Let me turn the power on. All right, there we go. Now it's running a excursion kind of. Rarity says, "How are you doing, Davon?" Oh, all right. Well, him and Davon are talking. Uh, do it again. Can always help with local railroad museums. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Um, Even then, if we just do it, my dad talked about it being a fundraiser for the Boy Scout troop. But I don't know how that or uh, I don't know about or it's not that I don't know about it. I don't know, you know. Um, but yeah, so here comes the daylight coming around the bend. Here it comes. This is my favorite scene right here because like the train's like on a. I love like long curves. Boy Scout troop works as well for sure. Here. Nope, gonna have to turn this off. The tender came off. The F unit's pushing the tender. It looked pretty cool though. Tell me it looks sweet. I love this long curve over here. It's like comes out from behind the bookcase, comes around. It's great for shots. I love it. Um, I just got to get a bunch of scenery on here. That's the other thing. I want to get DCC and all that, but first of all, I got to start thinking about that, like finishing the layout itself. Uh, oh my gosh. There we go. Now we have the challenge of coupling these guys back up, as this does not seem to want to couple up with the thing. There we go. But yeah. Um, and so yeah, it was very very cool. If you guys have any requests on what I should run, please let me know. I can always take something off and put it back on. In fact, once we get around here, I'm gonna take the F units off and put just the daylight back on, but we'll worry about that in a second. Um, but yeah, so oh man, yeah, it's pretty cool. I love this set, the El Cap. Been wanting this one for a very long time. I would like to join an N scale club, although the ones around me either aren't taking new members right now or they're just like an hour and a half away. So, yeah. Um, so right now, if I join a club, I have to have, I'm gonna have to invest in some BCC stuff. But yeah, the locomotives are the killer. Oh shoot. But yeah, Red Diddy says, oh yeah. But crap. We're just gonna take these two off. Oh, here comes the rest of it. Well, that's the other thing too. The layout's on kind of a grade. Didn't do that on purpose, but it ended up being pretty cool. As a lot of this time we'll have to run multiple trains. I'm not sure if the daylight can pull this train. I think it can, but I don't know. We'll find out. It can. Pretty cool. Let's see if it'll make it up the hill. That's the real question. Getting slower, getting slower. I think I can. I think I can. Here it comes. Uh, how many locomotives do you have in N scale? The daylight is spectacular. Fortunately, the daylight isn't mine. Oh, it's around. It's it just reached the summit. There you go. Now it's on the downhill again. I have personally. I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I run seven engines that run. George is going to be 17 soon. Uh-oh. So daylight is a good puller even in N scale. It's yeah, the problem with this one is there's no traction tires on it. So it's like all the weight that's it's kind of it runs okay. It would be a lot better with the traction tires, but the set that it uh pulls is like 18 cars, and that includes the modular cars too. I want to get one of these and get the set, but that's like $500 too. They just re-released them, which is really cool. I don't know. I haven't. It's what is oh. All right, hold on. The comments coming up. I gotta read them. Sparky 101 or some. George is going to be 17 soon, and we all know what happens. Girls become more interesting. What's a girl locomotive name? Is that like a new age diesel? Uh, yeah. I think they're new age diesels. Um, I'm pretty sure. That's what I've heard. But yeah, 17. I can't even. It's like a couple of days away. But almost 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks from now. Holy moly, that's nuts. They're not 2 weeks from Sunday. So that's uh. Guys 107 says, we all need to see the sunlight. Girls are bad. I'm not saying anything at all. Not one thing. Um, but yeah. There you go. That's really cool. Girls are the double George. It really depends. Yeah, what Jeopardize 107 or oh 07 says. I can't. I'm not gonna say anything. Uh, or else Megan will get mad. But yeah. All right. Oh my gosh. Come on, get over the hump. There you go. But yeah. So that daylight is freaking sweet. I need to get one. Every time I come up here, I run it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a pretty cool engine. I want to get that in the cars. It's not that expensive. The cars are what's really killer. Our trains. Well, how was the show, Joey? It was really good. In fact, you never messaged me on Discord about the car, Corey. I have a car I wanted to give you. Uh, but yeah, yeah. So it went well, Corey. Thank you so much for asking. We had almost 800 or over 800 people come. Um, Sarge College. Oh, that's totally fine, Corey. Just let me know. It's a really actually it's a cool D&H. It's not nothing special, but it's a Delaware and Hudson hopper. And my dad and I put it aside for you. That was donated to me for my show, and we put it aside for you because we thought you'd like it. So, um, yeah. What in the world? Come on, make it up. There you go. Ooh, nice, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. We thought of you as soon as we saw it. All right. There's some commotion going on. Says Sparky excited for jeopardize my ex cheated on me with seven guys and we all found out about each other, so you better make the right decision if you want. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh, what in the dude, this is I gotta change the camera angle's awful. It costs you more they'll cost you more than those trains. Yeah. Too young to find that special girl. That is stuck with trades, yeah. Uh, the only N scale loco is Conrail. Oh, the only nice N scale loco is Conrail. I don't have any Conrail. I right now I have all Santa Fe. I have a Monon engine. That one's actually pretty sweet. Let me go grab it. It's a BL2. Um, but yeah, I wonder for like $30. It's like it's an okay runner. Love my Monon, so gotta support. There we go. But yeah, so pretty sweet. As you can see, you got the how now Georgia must ask, how is your N scale loop DC? It's like not really it's just a dog bone. It looks I made the way I make it look that it's like it's the way I designed the layout is originally I wanted to have a double track main line. I wanted to be able to run two trains at once. Um and I was gonna make it just kind of like, oh, thanks, Sparky. Thanks for the super chat. I gotta sing something now. I always act like I don't like singing. I don't like singing, but I gotta sing it. So let's see. Which songs? Oh yeah, it's DC. It's DC, Corey. Man, I'll talk a little bit about the layout in a bit, and I'll show you guys around. But all right. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. When she comes, she'll be riding six white horses. When she comes, she'll be riding six white horses. When she comes, she'll be riding six white horses. She'll be riding six white horses. She'll be riding six white horses. When she comes. Okay, there you go. The way I designed the layout is I originally wanted to have it be a double main line. And so I could run two engines at once and it would be great. And I didn't want it to be big. I just wanted to have what I use the I get the full song. I don't know the full song. I'm sorry, Spark. I would sing it if I did. I actually I used to know it back in the day. When little George used to know it, but like when I was 6, I used to sing it all the time. I loved it. But Yeah, so the way I designed the layout is I wanted a double main layout, and I really just wanted two loops. I was gonna use my T-track system for it. I mean, it wasn't really too special. I wanted to have the double crossover, some switches. And then I tried to look around for some clubs to join, and I just couldn't. They either didn't respond to my email or T-track clubs, and they just either didn't respond to my email or just they were just too far away. And at one point, I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna make. Uh, did you get all of that from? I've been working on the railroad last week. Haha, yeah. Uh, but yeah. So I decided I was like, screw it, I'm gonna build a train layout. Oh yeah, did you use the T track margin? Yeah. So it's actually it's kind of behind the comments, but it's right here. I incorporated it in the layout, which is really neat. And I'm able to take it out if I ever do join a club, but it's all it's pretty cool. So what I did when I got COVID in like December. Oh shoot. When I got is it off? That's fine. When I got COVID in December, I kind of snuck some wood into my room, started building it. My parents didn't know what happened because they weren't allowed in here. And I built this whole layout while I was in COVID and basically while I was quarantined. And basically, what happened was I wanted to have the layout just to be two simple loops, able to use my crossover, and it be fine. But I ended up figuring out that the curves I have are too wide for the bench work I already had set up. So what I decided to do is I was like, all right, screw it. And actually, why don't I show you guys around a little bit? All right, so here we have, it's kind of a mess. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just working on scenery. That's what I have so far. It's kind of a mess. I wish it was a little nicer, but yeah, see, I gotta redo it. It's starting to pick up it again. And like stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not real good at it, but there's that part. Pretty cool. And the way I wanted, I think COVID may have the hobby much bigger in communities as well. Hello, Burners Trains. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think so too. But I wanted, and so basically what I did is I found some extra plywood in my basement, brought it up here, and since I couldn't use the, I'm gonna actually show you guys. It goes behind my dresser, um, and around here, and so it comes around here, loops back around here, and I have another like dog bone right here. I'm eventually gonna put this turntable and connect it up, and there's a roundhouse that they make, a roundhouse makes, that I want to incorporate into the this layout. So basically, I use my T-Track module, which is really cool. Um, yeah, it's all. I mean, oh, so once I figured out I couldn't use my two loops, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to make a dog bone. And so what I did is I looped it around here, and I added some, like an extra piece of wood right here. As you can see, it's not the best. It's not put in the best, but does the job. And once it's all set up, you won't even be able to tell that it's a that they're two different pieces. Oh, here comes the daylight, like creeps right here. All right, that's my ears. Um, and so I put the dog loop in, and I was like, all right, this is pretty cool. And I originally only had just enough track to make one loop, so I had the inside or the outside dog loop or dog bone. Since I'll be right back. Gotta say, I like the track plan. I know it's something I came up with just like on the fly. So I had enough. I have enough of the wide curves to make one side of the dog loop, and then I came over here and I was doing the track plan. I was originally going to just kind of have it loop around back over here, but I was like, you know what, that's boring. So what I decided to do is decided to take more scrap wood we have and go behind the dresser and make it so it goes back over here. Um, so that yeah, and so when I bought these curves off Kato, and then I used the inside curves that I had for the other side, and basically stayed like that until I bought some more curves and finished it out. And I gotta wait for this to come around. Take a couple of cross offs. You're working those traction tires. It's pretty hard. It's not everybody scale promote. I don't think there are any traction tires. I think it's just, you know what? Yeah, we'll just put the F units back on. Or actually, I'll stop it while I'm explaining this. Um, Actually, this is what we'll do. We'll park it, and it just fell. So we'll park it, and then we'll put this on. All right. Anyways, so yeah, then I got some more track, and I kind of played around with this a little bit. Uh, that passenger set is awesome, George. Been looking for some N scale stuff myself. Oh boy, got chat. Uh, lately I haven't bought any just yet. Just looking, yeah. It was just kind of something. Well, basically, my N scale story starts off with my uncle. He bought me a. What's gonna happen? Watch, it's gonna like lose power. Anyways, my uncle bought me the 400, and from there just kind of take. Or no, I had the Super Chief set, and see, look at that. There you go. I had the Super Chief set, which came with these cars. Look at that. Happen again. Anyway, so yeah, and I wanted to make it have the like kind of impression of a double main line. I didn't want to have, it gives the illusion of a double main line. The only bad part about this layout is I'm not able to use my double crossover because it's DC and it'll short out, and I don't really know how to wire that, and it's just kind of something that sits there for now. That would be really cool if I'm able to figure that out, because that means I'll be able to reverse my trains. But that's the only bad part about this layout, is I'm not able to use the crossover. Um, but yeah, so I had experimented with this area of the layout. I originally intended to put like a yard in here, but then I figured out that the switches I had weren't going to work out, and I just didn't have enough track at the time. So when I bought some more track, I had gone to a train show, saw this turntable there for like $5. It's not really, it's a kind of a really cheap turntable, but you know, I wasn't really looking to spend too much on a turntable. The Cotter ones are like $300. So I just put the spur out, and I'm gonna probably cut it off right around here, and then put Atlas track and make a turntable with some stalls. And let's turn this up. Turntable. Right now, I'm just trying to take care of the HO scale pre-order, since the Athens is bringing their Genesis line to N scale. I may wait and see what comes out for jumping N scale. Yeah, maybe I'll have to invest in some of that. But yeah, and so right now I'm just trying to put some scenery in the layout. There it comes. Ugh, this really annoys me. Just one part. I gotta get a track cleaner car. I've been trying to clean this track, but it hasn't been going too well recently. So everyone just dropping. Hi, Isaiah Hawkins. Who are at the York return show. Yeah, I'm not at York. Wish I was, but the last York kind of made me broke. So, um, yeah. All right. Here it comes around again. Let's see if it loses power. I'm saying it loses it right there. No, maybe not. But yeah. So that's kind of the way it was, the way it happened, and I just added some spurs with the switches I had, and I started with scenery on this part right here. I want to put a curtain all the way around too, so that'll be a future project. But it's so yeah. Not to mention, scale trains is also hitting a future prize and scale. So scale trains, I want to get a scale trains engine. Those things look sharp as heck. Oh, what happened to my ballast? Uh-oh. Oh, fine turret. This is the stuff there. Alright. But, yeah, there you go. The way I do it is I put the glue down, then the ballast, but I just, uh, touch up some things. I do that, but, yeah, so, in fact, why don't I start, I like, ballasting is the hardest thing. I hate ballasting. It takes forever, and it's just kind of tedious. Um, like, but, yeah, so, I think I have this whole thing glued down, so I could, and it just gets everywhere. All the little ballast pieces get everywhere. See, there you go. Now you guys can see the trains. But yeah, why don't we? I don't have any. Actually, that's not true. I'm not gonna ballast. I am going. Never mind. I will ballast. Let me move all this so I can start with the ballasting process. And I think I have this all glued down, so I don't have to. I don't have to. Worry about it, because one time I had everything ballast down. Oh man, I got so mad that day, right? Had everything ballasted down. Originally I wasn't going the track down, so I thought the ballast would just hold it down just fine. Forget what happened, but I went to change something on the layout. Something was, the train car was hitting the other car on the outside. And so what I did is I went to take off some of the track, and I was too rough with it, and the whole line of this whole outside track came up off of the thing, and all my ballast went everywhere, and I was so mad. It's glued down, but I guess it wasn't glued down enough, and so you can still see some of the cracks if you look closely. Although I'm not gonna show you guys because that's not what I'm going after. But yeah, so it kind of sucked. I was so mad, and I didn't touch it for like a week after that. But yeah, it's hard to multitask with doing this. Like I'll be able to, like for English, sometimes when we read books, I'll just put in the audio book and just kind of just ballast. That's what I did for majority of the time that I was reading English books. I wasn't reading them, but I was listening to the audio book and ballasting. It's kind of calming. Um, I wasn't really a fan of the books we read, but it made I was able to do it just because I wasn't reading, you know, because I'm a really terrible reader and it just takes forever. Uh, now let's do some glue. Nothing. Oh, that's the other thing. I need to get some more of this glue. I am running out fast. Oh, man, this is stressful. Every time I do this, I spill the glue everywhere, and it sucks. Comes the engine. See, look at that. I just spilled it. At least these aren't ballast actually. Yep, see, it just kind of pulls up. It's not what I want to happen. Ooh, but you know what I'll be able to do? Suck this all up. Suck all this glue up. There's a lot of glue left over, but what we do? You gotta let the glue soak. It's hard. Like the first couple drops because they don't soak right, and then all the ballast rolls down. It just doesn't look right at all. You got these big old puddles. But once you get it soaked and you're able to drop it, where it just soaks right in, that's where we want to get it. But it's hard to get it there, and it just doesn't. Yeah. See, hard to be. I'm not really a perfectionist, but at the same time, it is kind of hard to do stuff like this just because you want it to look nice, and it doesn't. When it doesn't look nice, it's very stressful. I'm gonna add some more ballast there. All right. Hopefully that'll smoothen it out. See, what time is it? Alexa, what time is it? But yeah, so I think we're gonna go for another 15 more minutes. The stream. Thank you everybody for tuning. Yeah, ran out of glue. What do you say? It's very, very stressful right now. There's like a lot of glue in here, and I can't get it out. Uh-oh, I just got a comment. I wasn't paying attention. I got 825 on my end, George. Oh, huh. Maybe my Alexa's off. So it seems to be. Are you kidding me? See if it fixes itself. Sometimes it fixes itself. The train just stopped. You can see it behind me. I'm gonna go fix that. There we go. No lights on. Just gotta let it start up. Took me forever to ballast what I've done. I still have a whole layout to do. I'm totally not gonna get this done ever. Alright, there we go. It's looking good, it's looking good. That's the one thing I did wrong with my T-track modules. I put the ballast on the inside. Oh my god, that was pain in the butt. And I had to take it all out, and the glue got everywhere, and it was just really aggravating. Because I had to do it so many times. I wasted a lot of ballast. I didn't waste too much, but it was enough to be a very tedious process, that's all I gotta say. Sometimes it can be fun, sometimes it can't. Just gotta have a lot of time and patience. Alright, we'll end the stream when it gets to 45 minutes. Alright, there we go. I think my sister and mom just came home, so I'll have to go ask Anita how her track meet went. Very important meet for her. She's been doing really well, so we're all really proud of her back in the Warwick household. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna bubble, ballast bubble. But yeah, there it comes. I see it on the rock. I don't know. Oh man, took that long. A little bit was done. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you everybody who came out to GSW Train Fair. It really means a lot to me. It was a great success, so thank you everybody who's donated so far for my project. We still got one more fundraiser, June 11th. Be there, be square. It's gonna be an open house at the Prairie State Railroad Club where I'm doing my project. And so if you guys are there, it would just be great if you guys can. Everybody's invited. Enjoy the stream, George. Take care, all. Yeah, thank you, Randall Ellison, for coming. Hold on, I gotta give a little. There we go. But yeah, so thank you everybody for coming and watching the stream. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you on the roundhouse. Don't let the switch on the way out. See you guys.